What the fuck, America? Kamala Harris is not black. She's not black in any way, shape, fashion, or form. Her parents are Jamaican, East Indian. There's no way you can make black out of that. And as far as I can tell, there were no Jamaican slaves going through the underground tunnel to anything that I recall or I've ever heard in my entire life.
No, the Underground Railroad did not contain any Jamaicans.
No, they did not.
Or East Indians.
Exactly, or East Indians. I mean, so what in the hell is wrong with these people? I mean, the Democratic Party is whipping this shit up and spoon feeding it to the American people, and they're lapping that fucking shit up like dog food.
Well, I mean, you can't even look up the definitions to words anymore. They're changing. Google changes the definitions to words. If you get it off the internet, it's got to be true. So they're rewriting complete definitions to certain terms that we've used for hundreds of years.
Yeah, I mean, when did Google become the dictionary?
Right,
I mean, when did who the hell died other than, Merriam and Webster that actually wrote the damn dictionary? Who the hell died and told them, hey, you guys can just have free range just like Wikipedia does and just go and put any damn thing you want to on there? Because the last time I checked, if you weren't born in Africa or born to black parents, you were not black.
Right. It's all what the Democrats want. It's all about what they want. They want a dark-skinned female as the vice president.
Right.
So,
but I mean, when they come out to the world and they announce,
clearly
hey,
it didn't matter that the people didn't want her as their president.
Right. I mean, well, yeah, exactly. What, she run off the stage with like 3% vote or something like that? I mean, Trump was hitting on that today where she, like the lowest damn votes in world history.
Yeah, it's phony. It's phony Kamala.
Well, hell yeah. I mean,
Everything
the worst singer
fake.
that's ever been on American Idol was given more than 3% of the damn vote.
Right.
And I mean,
she sucks.
Yeah. She sucks beyond sucking. And that crazy ass press conference that her and Slow Joe come up with at this damn high school and stuff, that was just so fucking horny.
Well, they're pandering for votes. They're pandering for the black vote. They think that they have the Mexican vote in their pocket. They're pandering for black votes. And they think that a black female in the VP position will get them black votes. Black people need to wake up.
Wake the fuck up.
Wake up. You
Wake
say
the
you're
fuck
woke.
up.
Bullshit. Wake the fuck up.
Wake the fuck up, because you've got people standing here telling you that this is a black woman. So in anybody's mind, in the common sense, will just flat out tell you
you're being lied to.
You're being lied to.
Yeah.
She's doing
Straight
blackface.
Faced. Yeah, she's doing blackface, and they're straight face lying to you.
Right, exactly. She's doing blackface. Right now, she's rubbing shoe polish all over her face and force feeding you the fact that she's a black woman, and there ain't nothing black about her.
Well, Donald J. Trump is the greatest president this country has ever had. He's a true patriot. He loves the people of this country. He wants prosperity for the people of this country. And all races, all creeds, it doesn't matter. That's what he wants. And he's worked for that. And up until March 2020, when we knew of the virus, it was perfect.
Right.
Lowest unemployment.
Yeah, I mean, right now,
List goes on.
Slow Joe and Kamala Harris are making black Americans look stupid. Because,
they are.
I mean, if anybody's buying into this shit, I mean, Slow Joe actually, on a podcast with the host, to a black man says, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Yeah, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That's racist.
Yeah, it's as racist as it gets. I mean,
Like,
and everybody's sitting around saying it's the Republicans. It's not the Republicans.
well, the funny thing is, I guess the irony in all of it is that the Democrats started the Ku Klux Klan.
Right.
They have always been racist. They'll always be racist. They bait people for votes, and most of America has realized that that's what they do. And once November the 3rd passes, they won't give a shit about any of these people.
Absolutely.
They don't give a shit about them. They'll keep them in the hood. They'll keep them. They'll have abortion clinics on every fucking corner, and that's the way it's always been, and it'll continue to be this way. The only difference will be is we'll have socialism.
Oh, absolutely. And on that note, I think it would be like the craziest thing in the world if Biden and Harris gets in the office. I mean, it's going to be one of those socialists just at the snap of a damn finger. Everything's going to change.
It's already being implemented.
And what's going to happen is, I've already figured out, we're going to set up a podcast right outside of like the departments for unemployment. And we're going to sit there and tell you the number of Gucci bags we see going in the door. Then we're going to follow these people to the pawn shop while they pawn their Gucci bags because they don't have their big glorious lives anymore because they voted for socialists.
Exactly. And you can guarantee that to be a fact.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, you got this. The problem right now is the young generation is being force-fed bullshit. I mean, I'm talking some major stink-ass bullshit.
Well, they've been taught that taxation is theft and it's bad and that they're taking their hard-earned dollars, you know?
Yeah.
And in reality, everyone should be taxed.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
That is what allows this country to thrive. Nobody likes to give up their money from their check.
No, not at all.
But that's part of America.
I don't like giving
capitalism.
it up. You don't like giving it up. But if we didn't give it up, we wouldn't have an army.
No.
I mean, we would have no
they
type of organized civilization here in America whatsoever.
They think that it's all irrelevant. They think that we don't need that. We don't need structure. Who will protect us in the event of something? Who will you call if someone tries to break into your home? If they want to defund the police, do away with the Second Amendment. If someone tries to enter your home to hurt you and your family, take what's yours, who will you call for help? You won't have a weapon. You can't call the police. What will you do?
Right, exactly. And I mean,
it'll be chaos. That's what they have now. That's what they're funding now is chaos and turmoil, and that's what we'll have then too. If they're elected, that's what we'll have. Complete and utter chaos and turmoil.
Yeah, we'll have that plus a whole lot more because we got Slow Joe, that bag of dicks, and his token pretend black woman force-feeding this young generation. And what the young generation today is not seeing the fact that socialism is not what they're being force-fed. What happens with socialism is they take and tax your paycheck to where you barely get shit.
Right.
But you'll get free health care and free college.
Sure.
If you can get to the damn doctor because there ain't enough damn doctors.
Right.
I mean, because who the hell is going to go to college for 10 years to get 90% of their paycheck taxed?
Right.
It's just not going to happen. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
There's no thought process behind it. And they know socialism is on an economic level. Communism, on the other hand, is on a political level. So just like with China, they implemented socialism first. It didn't work. Then they implemented communism. And they tried to work those two side by side simultaneously, and it didn't work, so they cut socialism completely out. Now they're a communist nation. And the Democrats think that socialism will work on an economic level. They're going to the Green New Deal. They're going to revamp all of our energy. They think that they've got all this planned out and that just totally redo America as we know it. And it'll fail like it has everywhere else because you can't tax people majority of their wages and give them a little bit of prizes on the side via college, health care, and then expect it to work. It never works. People will get tired of going to work for the same thing and not being able to live the lavish or the free lifestyle that they're used to.
That is 100% fact.
They'll right.
Yeah,
or,
absolutely.
Well, you can't say right because they're doing it now.
Oh, well, they're right and they're looting it now. It's just like we saw on there. That was fucking crazy. This truck driver runs into the fucking government building with a truck. And they
by accident.
By accident.
Yeah.
And these looters, rioters, these peaceful protesters,
right.
Yes, I am air quoting, peaceful protesters, pulled him out of a truck and beat him unconscious.
Yeah.
To what end?
Well, my biggest issue is more than likely, I don't know, but I would assume that the person driving the truck pays taxes. But I can guarantee the people who were surrounding his truck and causing the chaos don't pay taxes. But if you think that if these people think that they're going to be able to live in a society where they don't have to work, they won't be paying taxes, they're crazy. You will work, and you will pay taxes.
And
you will be home at a certain hour. That's the way socialism is. You do what the government tells you, and you don't speak out over it either. You don't talk back. You do what they tell you, when they tell you, and how they tell you to do it. That's it. That's the way it works.
Socialism is all about that pretty little beehive image that they have in their head, where all the worker bees go to work every day and they buzz around and they're happy, and at the end of the day they bring you their whole honey jar and drop it off at the White House so that they can distribute the money out among all the taxpayers. And technically none of us actually see any of it, because you're not going to get into a damn doctor's office. You'll die of cancer before you get there when they have universal health care. And the colleges that you get, these professors and stuff are not going to go to college and make absolutely minimal bare money to sit in a classroom and teach a bunch of snot-nosed kids. They're
promising $15 an hour minimum wage. So when the younger generation hears that, they think, ooh, yeah, $15 an hour to work at McDonald's? Hell yeah, I'll do that. I mean, really? Who wouldn't? But it'll never work. It'll never work.
It's never going to work. And
you wouldn't bring home that $15 an hour anyway. They'll be taxing $5. They'll take $5 off the top of that right off.
And another kicker on top of that too is the next time you go to Walmart, you could count the associates in the store, the people that work there. You could count them some bitches on one foot and one hand.
Yeah.
I mean, and when they go to $15 an hour, especially in rural areas and stuff like that, they're going to cut that shit down even more.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you will have to go to the stock room and unpack your own damn box of macaroni and cheese to take that son of a bitch home and throw the son of a bitch on the table. And then on top of that, you have to check out yourself, bag your own shit.
Right.
I mean, before
you're
you know it.
You're the fucking associate.
Yeah, you'll have to go, when you get off work, you're going to have to go to Walmart, stock the fucking shelves just so that you can go to the store the next day.
Well, that's what's happening with the United States Postal Service, and people don't understand that. They've always paid their workers a lot of money.
Oh, bunches.
If you're a United States postal worker, you make a lot of money. You got a good pension, you got good benefits, and they overreached themselves. They paid out all this money, and they spend and spend and spend, but nothing ever comes back. So that's basically what's going to happen when they start paying people $15 an hour.
Right.
Minimum wage. It's going to fail.
Prime example is the post
office. Fuck the post office.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, too. It's like I was listening there earlier. This is not just something like the post office just didn't go broke last year. Right. This is something that's been going on for 10 to 12 years.
Lost billions of dollars.
Oh, yeah. And they know it's been happening.
Over like 12 years, I think they said. Doing nothing. Doing nothing about it.
You're telling me in 12 years.
Now they want bailouts.
Not one person, not one manager, not in the post office, stood up and said, damn, we got to fix this shit.
Right.
I mean, what do
were too comfy.
the managers get paid for?
They got paid too much. That's the problem. They got paid too much. They sit on their ass. The crazy thing is how we hear now about the mail-in ballots and possible mail-in voting and stuff for the presidential election. Crazy. It's absurd to even think about. But if they're so worried about it, both parties are worried about votes being stolen or discarded, or for whatever reason, maybe they weren't postmarked correctly or something like that. If they're so worried about it, then why were the normal people of this country always under the impression that if you fuck with mail, it's a federal offense? You'll go to prison. So who's getting away with mail fraud?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's a federal offense. You serve time in prison for messing with the mail.
Right.
So it makes no sense. This whole thing, this whole calamity with the post office right now and the mail-in voting and stuff, it's all really suspicious to me because, the post office delivers mail. Hell, most people don't even write letters anymore or send anything by mail unless you're on some kind of online selling app, or you're ordering something from Amazon, and they don't carry those packages to you. They charge so much for expedited is like, to have something expedited is like $30-some.
Right.
$30-some, and it don't even get there overnight.